It signed a bill into law cracking down on illegal immigration in Oklahoma. It makes illegal immigration a state-level crime. That means your local police can soon arrest someone suspected of being here illegally. Previously, only the federal government and their agencies like ICE could do that. We've heard plenty from the politicians. Today, I spoke with immigration attorneys who say they're getting calls from people legally and illegally afraid of what comes next.
Every single consultation, I think probably like 99% of them have asked us what is going to happen to us.
What they can do to make sure that those people aren't hurt and that their families aren't torn apart.
Last month, when House Bill 4156 was merely an idea, the calls started coming into immigration law firms and nonprofits who help immigrants in Tulsa.
I saw the governor talk about, please don't be afraid. We're not trying to scare people. We're not going to be coming after the Hispanic community. We're already scared.
Mosiah Olvera is an immigration attorney at the Irwin Law Office near Cherry Street. He said even before Governor Kevin Stitt made illegal immigration a state-level crime, people in Tulsa's immigrant community, especially Latinos, began asking how to prepare. Mosiah himself is a dreamer who later became a U.S. citizen. He says he knows the fear firsthand and says the law ignores those who came here and have behaved and worked hard.
What do I tell my kids? What do I do in case the police grab me and kick me out of the state? What do I do with my property? What do I do with my car? What do I do with my house? What do I do with my business? All that's out the window, and this law doesn't take that into account.
The calls aren't just to the Irwin Law Firm. In South Tulsa, at the YWCA, Legal Services Director Alex Gavern says calls are also rolling in.
We're asking state officials to become immigration practitioners overnight and to understand a complex and ever-changing body of work. And so as people that are in a particular expertise, we expect that there'll be phone calls across the board.
People are concerned about being detained, arrested, or charged with being in Oklahoma illegally. Some are legal residents and even U.S. citizens asking what happens if they get pulled over because of the way they look. The YWCA says it's helping get as many people in order and the papers they may need before July 1st.
I don't drive around with my passport or my birth certificate, but at this point, what's to stop a police officer from asking for my proof of my citizenship, right? I think the concern is that maybe a person like me is not going to be asked that question, but other folks could be asked that question. So I do think that there is a layer to this that people need to be concerned about profiling.
Both say federal immigration law is far more complex than simply asking, are you here legally or not? And Oklahoma's law does not take into account asylum seekers and legitimate pending cases where documentation and approval isn't ready yet.
This idea that we're doing something to help immigration, we're not. Oklahoma's not doing anything to help resolve the issues at the border. It is using taxpayer expense to make politicians look good in front of the camera.
As we said in that story, the attorney you just heard from is the son of illegal immigrants. Mosiah Olvera was a dreamer, and he's now a full U.S. citizen. He was living in Arizona when they attempted an immigration crackdown before the U.S. Supreme Court stopped them.